WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball, the Cedartown High School Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA. Wow, an absolutely bonkers kind of girls basketball game beforehand, and here we are. The 9-10 Heritage Generals will face the 9-11 Cedartown Bulldogs. These teams are pretty evenly matched. You wouldn't know that, though, by the score of the previous game that they played against each other when Heritage was dropping every three from every spot of the floor that they were able to do at that point. But the Bulldogs in desperate need of a region win here tonight. Only one region win on the season, and that was against the Southeast Raiders. And Sam Branch, as I was mentioning before, these are pretty closely contested teams, I think, as far as record goes. It all depends on can they get hot from beyond the three-point mark.
That is exactly right. Heritage, I know you alluded to it, but if memory serves me correctly, Andrew, they had 24 points off of three-pointers in the first half of the last time we played them and 24 in the second, all off of three-pointers. And so they can shoot the ball from the three-point line. So I think it's really going to be dependent upon how well, number one, can we defend that from beyond the arc, and also can we get them out of rhythm? I think if we can get them out of rhythm, that would help as well.
Cedartown lost 70-46 to Heritage. We played them back on January the 9th, and here we are 5 games later, and the Bulldogs looking to have a good ball game against a very tough opponent here. We'll see how they do. Your regular starting 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. And of course, as always, the incomparable, the brilliant, the funny Sam Branch, whose check just cleared on the call.
That's a whole lot of adjectives. Such a little guy, but that's all right. So we will see how the Bulldogs fare. There is one difference in your starting 5. Zane Diamond Paisley is going to get the start tonight instead of Davion Smith. We saw Davion come in and get the Smith after Isaiah Johnson was injured as part of the starting 5, but we will send Quinlan Cochran to the stripe. Center circle for the tip-off, and we are underway, and it will be Cedartown basketball. Aston Turner will give it up to Holiday. Holiday, the floor general for the Dogs, the senior leadership for this team, the hero of the Rockmart game, over to the right side to Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley's going to work off the wing. They'll get it to Cochran. Cochran top of the key. The pull-up 3 from the big man is off the back of the iron, no good, and the rebound is taken by Heritage. Top of the key. Now they'll work to the left side. They're going to give it to Cooper Bell. He's going to fire a 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. Now they're going to drive. Bell will into the paint. Up, no good. And Quinlan Cochran comes away with the rebound. The big man in transition for the Dogs. Drives to the paint all the way to the glass, off the window. No good.
You just didn't have a very good look at that shot there, and it was off the mark.
A bad angle going to the glass, and a 3 is on the way from Deputy, and that one was in and out, no good. Cochran with the rebound again. Already Quinlan with 2 rebounds for the Dogs. Holiday on the baseline and falling, and the travel is called.
Yeah, his feet slid. I think that's what the official saw.
All I saw was that he kept dribbling the basketball. But then again, I'm wearing the wrong color shirt to make that decision tonight. Inbound pass is going to go to Barrett. Barrett will go to the middle of the floor, and it's going to be Armour. Armour left side now into the corner. They'll go to the wing. It's going to be Bell. Bell back to the top of the key to Armour, right side. Now they'll work it into the corner. It's going to be Lennon Barrett. Now he's going to go to the left side. They're going to work back to the middle of the floor, swing it to the left side into the paint. Into the corner, J.C. Armour, a 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Diamond Paisley.
3 missed 3 so far for Heritage.
Diamond Paisley will go back to Holiday. Holiday at the Bulldog logo. Settles things down for Cedartown, goes back to Diamond Paisley, the give and go. And they're going to go with Diamond Paisley, the little jumper. The floater is good, and the Bulldogs are on the board, 2-0. Dogs lead. Lennon Barrett with it. Cedartown will go into a half-court press. Now they'll kind of back things off now that Heritage has it in the front court. Left side on the wing, it'll be Cooper Bell. Top of the key now the right side. Left wide open was Armour. He takes it to the glass. The shot is up and no good. Rebound taken by Cothran. That's his third already for the Dogs. Holiday will work it to the baseline. It's going to be Aston Turner with it. Turner on the baseline has picked up his dribble. He needs help, has it knocked away. He'll go back outside now to Diamond Paisley, who fires a three, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound taken by Heritage.
This Heritage team is fourth in the region right now. Cedartown right behind them at fifth, so this could be a crucial game for the Cedartown Bulldogs here today if they can get the win.
Barrett on the wing, now to the left side to Armour. Armour come to the middle of the floor. They'll go back to Armour. He's going to drive the paint. Now he's going to stop, picks up his dribble, and just throws it into the Cedartown bench. Cedartown basketball.
Sam, can you see a difference between the defense of when we played them back on January 5th and the defense right now? And Coach Cherry calls time, so I think there's a huge difference already. Cedartown leads 2-0 after a timeout was called back after 30 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
At the timeout, we've got a foul called quickly, and it's going to be on number 15, Blake Deputy. That is his first.
Yeah, Quinlan Cothran had the ball and almost could have been a jump ball. It wasn't called, though, on that particular possession.
Inbounds will go to Aston Turner. Turner going to work off the right side. He's going to drive high off the window. No good, but the rebound and the putback from DJ Watley is good. 4-0.
That's just a good right place, right time there by DJ.
Cedartown showing some pressure. Heritage will get it into the front court. They'll go to the top and now to the left side into Bell. Bell's going to try to work off of the wing. He comes all the way to the near side. Now they're going to drop the paint in Barrett. Barrett dishes underneath to Armour, and that is their first points of the night. 4-2 comes off of the layup from J.C. Armour. DJ Watley with it now. Near side, going to run into traffic. Has to go back to the right side to Holiday. Holiday's going to push it up the floor. Again, he's doubled, but then we get it to Cothran. Cothran is doubled as he takes it into the paint and lays it in. Quinlan Cothran, the big man.
That is the kind of aggressiveness we need to see from him. He just turned his back and kind of drove his way underneath and got the easy layup. 6-2.
Cooper Bell to Barrett. Barrett now into the front court, goes back to Bell. Bell working off the wing now into the corner. They'll go to Max Owens. Owens dishes underneath. They have to go back outside, and it's knocked away by Holiday. So it'll stay Heritage basketball. 18 on the shot clock. 4:16 on the game clock. 6-2. Dogs lead by 4. Cooper Bell will go to Barrett. Barrett on the left wing. Now he's going to work back to the middle of the floor. Comes inside the arc. Now has to go back out. A three on the way. No good. Rebound on the backside by DJ Watley.
0 for 4 on threes.
Holiday with it. Working to the middle of the floor. Right at the Bulldog logo now. Just to the far side of it to the right. He's going to direct traffic offensively for the Dogs. We'll go to Watley. Watley on the right side. Working off the wing. Now they'll go to Diamond Paisley. He's going to try to drive the paint. Has to kick out to Turner. Turner will kick over to Cothran. Cothran straight away, and a foul called. And Quinlan Cothran will go to the free throw line to shoot 3.
They're going to get number 15 on the foul for Heritage. That's Blake Deputy, and that is his second foul already.
The big man, the power forward junior for Cedartown will go to the stripe to shoot 3. The first one is on the way, and it is no good. Had a lot of backspin coming off of it, hit off the front of the rim and just wouldn't land. Second one on the way from Cothran. That one's off the back of the iron, too hard.
It's strange for Quinlan because he's usually pretty good from the stripe. But
yes, he is.
But 2 misses in his first 2 attempts.
Cothran comes set for his third and final for this trip, and it is up, and it's got a lot of backspin to it, but this one does make it, and it's a 5-point lead for the Dogs, 7-2. It will be number 21, Andrew Frober. Frober's going to give it up to number 55. I can't read my own handwriting.
That's Caden Lowerly.
Frober with a 3. It's up and no good. And the rebound is taken by X Holiday. He's going to dribble out of traffic. Far side. X is going to go coast to coast with it. The senior Bulldog into the paint. The foul. And he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Number 11, Max Owens, picks up the foul. Third team foul on the Generals, none on the Bulldogs.
I was about to say, I don't want to speak too soon, but it seems like the whistles were going the right direction in this one so far. X to the free throw line. The first one is up and no good from the Bulldogs senior.
Well, Bulldogs have looked good. Free throw shooting, though, has been a little bit less than desirable early. Hopefully that'll change here.
Second one on the way. That one is off the back of the iron, no good. But the rebound was taken by Quinlan Cochran, the big man. Bounces it outside, gives it to Turner. Turner in the corner, 360 spin off the glass. In and out, no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. Left side, it's going to be Lennon Barrett with it. Now they'll work it into the paint. They go back outside. It's going to be number 21, Frober. Frober's going to try to drive the lane. Now he has to kick out to Owens. Owens off the wing, goes around to defender, the little lay-in, and it is good from Max Owens, and it's 7-4 Dogs with a 3-point lead.
The Bulldogs have done a good job of cutting off that perimeter shooting. Their only 2 have come with those little floaters and a 1 lay-in right there.
X working off of a high ball screen set by Cochran. Went for the 3, but it was tipped. And Heritage comes away with it, and it's going to be Barrett with it, and he gets that one to lay in, and it's a 1-point game, 7-6. Bulldogs lead. Ashton Turner will go to Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley in the front court for the Bulldogs, working off of the left wing. Near side, Cedartown working from your right to left if you were looking at your radio dial. X with it right at the Bulldog logo, standing on top of the eyeball. And a foul called on Cedartown.
First, or the second foul. Got on DJ Watley, his first. That's the first team foul on the Bulldogs in this period. 2:15 to go here. Cedartown up 7-6, but Heritage has the ball.
Heritage will inbound it off of the near sideline. It'll be Frober across the timeline, top of the key, going to go to the left side now into Cooper Bell. Bell will work it into the paint. Now they'll go back outside. They were trying to go to Frober, and nobody was home.
That's the second time.
Lowry with it.
That's the second time they've done that. They've thrown it out of bounds. DJ Watley feeds into X Holiday, and here we go.
Maybe I can read that now.
Lowry.
Holiday with it across the timeline, going to work to the right side. He's going to work into that corner. Now he'll give it up to Quinlan. Cochran on the baseline. He's just going to put it down, drives the baseline, has to kick out to Diamond Paisley. He's going to drive now. Paisley drives it off the glass, and it's good.
Holy
Diamond
smokes.
Paisley makes it count off the window, and it's a 3-point lead, 9-6.
My God, a freshman.
Dogs on top. Frober across the timeline, working to the right side. He's going to try to give it to Lowry on the baseline to kick out now. Left side, the 3 on the way, and it is good. That's the first one they've been able to connect with, and it was Max Owens, and it's a tie game, 9-all. You cannot let Heritage get comfortable from beyond the arc. They will make you pay all night long. X Holiday with it. Going to work to the right side. Wants to go to Coster to get on the baseline, and we should have a jump ball, and we do. And it will be Heritage basketball. Good defense there by the Generals to tie things up. They knew where we were going. We had run that play just a series before where we cut it to Coster on the baseline and then just let him drive in.
Exactly right, Sam. And Heritage, good call there, and they get the ball back on the jump.
Cedartown showing a little bit of pressure. They'll pick up Frober at midcourt. Now they'll go to the left side to Bell. Bell thought about a 3. Now he's going to step in, drive the lane. Now he's going to have to kick back outside. They will go to Armour. Armour back to Bell. Now over to the right side. He's going to drive the paint. Oh, and that is a travel. All day long, baby.
Lost his feet and fell.
The student section liked it. They like it. I like it. Inbound pass is going to come from DJ Watley. Watley will check it in.
You know that screen came from an O'Neal.
You know it did.
Down there. It sure did.
O'Neal. Yeah, I got her on the mind now. Holiday, he's going to drive off the window, no good. Rebound taken by DJ Watley. The put back, it's no good. And we've got a foul called, and it's going to be on Cochran, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid you're right, and that's the correct call, I think. That'll be his first foul, second team foul. 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And we're all tied up at 9 here at the Doghouse.
The big man was trying to come over his back to pick up a rebound, but he made too much physical contact with him, gets called for the foul. And we are still tied at 9 all. Over to the left side, it'll be Lowry. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Generals. He'll go to top of the key to J.C. Armour. Left side of 3 on the way, and it is long. Rebound taken by Watley. Watley will give it up to Holiday. 20 on the clock. Coach Cherry wants them to slow things down, probably hold for a last-second shot to close out the first period. Holiday brings it across the timeline. He's going to work off of a high ball screen from Cothran. A lot of contact there between Cothran and Armour. Nothing called, though. They give it to Watley. Watley gives it back to Cothran, and an over-the-back call on Heritage, I believe. And it is. J.C. Armour picks up the foul.
That's their 5th foul, is it not?
Well, they've got 4. I've got 3. I missed one somewhere. Holiday's going to fire a 3. X off the back of the iron, no good. And that'll do it for the first period of play. We will go to the second period, all knotted up at 9. We'll be back here after a 30-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
The score is 9-9 through one period of play. As slow as the first period was in the girls' game, that's how fast this period was for the boys.
Lightning quick. Both teams playing relatively clean, although Heritage did pick up 14 fouls in that first period to play. Cedartown only with 2, and we're all knotted up at 9. The three-point shooting so far has been cold for the Generals, and Cedartown will want to continue to play good defense to keep them out of rhythm and to keep them from shooting that perimeter shot. Cedartown will have it to open up the second period of play. DJ Watley will inbound it to Cedartown's ex-Holiday. Cedartown in their home white uniforms, black numbers, black letters trimmed in red. Heritage in their road navy, red letters trimmed in white, white numbers trimmed in red, and a turnover. It'll be Lowry. Lowry will go ahead to Frober. Frober off the glass. And just like that, Heritage has a 2-point lead to open up the second period of play with the layup made by Frober off of the steal. It'll be ex-Holiday with it across the timeline for the Bulldogs, right at the logo. He's going to go to the left side to Aston Turner. Turner going to work to the right side. They'll go to Watley. Watley top of the key, has to break a defender. Now they'll go to Diamond Paisley. The little floater's up and no good. The rebound, the putback is no good. Rebound, putback, no good. Rebound, putback, good. Third time's the charm, baby.
Thank you, Mr. Quinlan Cothran.
On the other end, it'll be Lowry, and he gets that one to go. 13-11. Dogs trail by 2. Ex-Holiday near side with it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Top of the key. Left side, Aston Turner. Turner off the wing, goes to Diamond Paisley. Top of the key, over to the right side to Watley. Watley going to drive in the paint. The floater is up, no good. Bounced out, rebound taken by Heritage. Over to the left side now. It'll be number 1, J.C. Armour on the wing to feed into Barrett, and Lennon Barrett gets that one to go, and a 4-point lead now for Heritage, their largest lead of the night, 15-11. X with it. Bulldog logo, midcourt, across the timeline, into the front court to the right side to Watley. Watley on the far side, brings it back to the middle of the floor to Turner. Turner goes back to Watley on the handoff. Top of the key to the right side now is Zane Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley going to work around a defender, has to give it up to Holiday. Holiday pulls a long 3, no good. Rebound taken by Heritage in the lane.
I don't think anybody's really hitting from 3 in this ballgame yet.
Over to the right side is Hyatt, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Watley. Watley across the timeline, left side to Holiday. Holiday going to work back to his right. Bulldog logo to the right side to Watley. Watley to Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley working off the corner. He's going to come back to the wing. Now he's working near side, trying to get it to Turner. Turner will get it to Cothran. Cothran top of the key. He's going to work to his right now. We'll give it up to Thought about Watley. Now he's going to drive. Has to kick out to Diamond Paisley. The 3 is on the way. Diamond Paisley brings it to a 1-point game with a made 3. On the other end, though, the little floater from Height was no good. Rebound was taken by DJ Watley.
I tell you what, Diamond Paisley had all day long and all night long to make that three-pointer go, and we got a timeout called by Coach Cherry. We'll take it with him with 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first half. Cedartown trails by 1. Now this 30-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown trails 15-14 to the Heritage Generals. Bulldogs had a hot start. Generals came back to tie it, took the lead, and led by as much as 4. Cedartown cut it to 1 with a long three-pointer from Zane Diamond Paisley, the freshman. And that's where we are right now with 5:06 to play in the first half.
Bounce pass will come from DJ Watley. He'll get it into X Holiday in the backcourt for the Dogs. Brings it across the timeline at the Bulldog logo. Top of the key, right side, they're going to go to the big man in Quinlan Cochran. Now the handoff goes back to Holiday. Holiday's going to drive baseline. The floater off the window is no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. On the other end, it will be Frober. Frober will go outside to Lowry. Lowry working off the wing. Now they go baseline to Armour. Armour trying to work around Cochran. Has to kick it back outside to Lowry. He pulls up at the free throw line. Has to go to the right side to Height. Now into the corner. It's number 4, Lennon Barrett. Barrett will bring it out to the wing on the near side. Now he's going to try to work around our number 4. Runs into a Bulldog defender. Picks up outside Lowry. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound taken by X Holiday. X with it. Far side. Gets it to Cochran. Now X on the baseline. Turn 360 up against the defender. The shot is good from X Holiday, and the Dogs are back on top. 16-15, a 1-point lead for Cedartown.
Had a guy taller than him right in front, able to float that one up there, and it went right in.
Frober to Barrett. Barrett on the wing, back to Frober on the left wing. Frober's going to pull a 3, and it is going to be good. And that might be, that's their second 3 that they've made.
Yeah.
But the first one here in the second period. Heritage back on top by 2, 18-16. It'll be X Holiday with it. Holiday goes to Watley. Watley on the far side. Now they'll go to Diamond Paisley. He's at the top of the key. He's going to go in, now comes back outside the perimeter. Now he's going to drive again. The dish over to the left side into Holiday. Holiday's going to drive baseline, and it was up and no good. It was blocked. Came down with it, but then it goes right back to Heritage. Left side, it'll be Frober. Frober's going to drive the baseline. The kiss off the glass, and it's good. And the foul call. It'll be on Zane Diamond Paisley.
That'll be his first foul. Cedartown's only had 3 team fouls this whole game so far. And the and one will be coming.
Andrew Frober, 5 points on the night so far for Heritage, leading the way, trying to add to it here, and he misses. But the rebound is taken by Lowry. Lowry will kick it over to the left side. Frober's going to fire another 3. It's off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Quinlan Cochran. The big man will give it up to X. X on the far side now, brings it back to the middle of the floor. Working around that Bulldog logo, brings it into the front court for the Dogs. Over to the left side, they will go to Turner. Turner will go to DJ Watley, top of the key. Watley's going to work it down to Cochran, and they've got a foul called on the floor. It'll be against Heritage.
Yeah, they're going to get Caden Height on the foul. That'll be his first. Number 0.
First team foul for Heritage in the second period of play. Inbounds pass will come from X on the baseline. Gets it into Ashton Turner. Turner turns, hook shot, and it's good. Ashton Turner makes that one count, and it's back to a 2-point game, 20-18. Lennon Barrett into the front court for the Generals. They work to Lowry. Lowry to the left side to Height. He fires a 3. It's off the front of the iron. No good. Ashton Turner with the rebound. Gives it up to Holiday. Holiday near side across the timeline. Works back now to the middle of the floor, directing traffic. The offensive play coming in from Coach Cherry. Over to the right side, it goes to Cochran. Cochran on the wing. Digs the 3, pulls down. Now a long 2. The pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound taken by Ashton Turner. And we've got a jump ball called. And it should be Cedartown basketball, I think.
They're going to say Heritage.
Oh, fuddy-duddy. Well, you win some, you lose some. And in that situation, it's always a 50-50 chance.
That's usually how it goes.
The inbounds pass will go to number 21, Andrew Frober. Frober will give it up to Cooper Bell. Not to be confused with the Copper Bell, top of the key, left side. It's going to be Owens. Owens will try to give it back, but it's stolen by Aston Turner. Turner will give it up to Holiday. Holiday brings it across the half-court line for the Dogs into the front court. They'll give it to Quinlan Compton, the big man, out on the perimeter. Now he's going to drive the floater from inside the lane, and it is good. And Quinlan Compton has tied it back up, 20 all. And they're going to say that he stepped on the line. Cedartown basketball. An unforced turnover by the Heritage Generals, and the Dogs will have a chance to go on top with 1:57 left to play here in the first half.
Well, if you're a coach, that is the absolute, that'll make you pull your hair out.
The inbounds pass will come from X off of the baseline. Going to try to get it into no man's land. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Heritage basketball. We give it right back. That'll make you pull your hair out, too.
Yes, it will. And you got to give Heritage credit there. They boxed us away from getting to that throw. So the Generals will get it back. They don't step over the line this time. They learn their lesson.
Bell with it across the timeline for the Generals. Over to this right side, near side to us is Owens. Owens working off the wing. Now they go back to the top of the key to Deputy. Now to the left side, and it's going to be Frober. Frober works it back into the lane. It's going to be Barrett with it. Barrett goes back outside to Frober. Frober will go back to Barrett. Barrett on the wing near side. Now they're going to go all the way across again. A three on the way from Frober is no good. Rebound taken by Aston Turner, and he goes to the ground with it, and they're going to call a travel.
His feet never came off the ground.
That one's tough. That one is tough. So Heritage will get it back on the baseline underneath their own basket. Inbounds pass coming. They try to give it on a quick cut. They do get it in, but no shot, and they have to go outside with it to Deputy. Deputy now working a three on the way. Long, no good. DJ Watley with the rebound. He'll give it up to X Holiday. Holiday with it will bring it across the timeline as we approach a minute left to play here in the first half of action. Cedartown taking on the Heritage Generals in region play. A long pull-up, too, by Holiday is no good, but Turner is there for the rebound, and the kick out to Watley, and they say that he traveled.
Goodness gracious. 20-20. We were tied at the end of the first period. Now with just a minute left, we're tied at 20. It was a 9-9 score.
It'll be Bell across the timeline, right at the Bulldog logo. Now into the lane, top of the key, right side into the corner of the wing. Top of the key again. It's Deputy. Now the left side. It's Bell, top of the key, right side. Lowry wanted to step into a three, has to pull it back. Now they'll go to Owens. Owens on the wing will go back to Lowry. Lowry now to the far left side into Bell. Bell, tough defense. Bulldogs with a steal. It was knocked away by Holiday, picked up by Turner. Back to X, the drive. And the foul called, and it'll be a block on Heritage. Cedartown will go to the strike.
I'm telling you, Dogs might have gotten the benefit of the doubt on that one. Foul was called on number 4, Lennon Barrett, his first. Fouls have been kind of at a minimum in this ball game.
Absolutely.
Only 3 team fouls total for both sides in this period. And last period, I think we only had maybe 3.
2 for us, 4 for them.
Yeah.
First one coming from X. It is up, and it is good. And the Bulldogs are on top by 1. 21-20 with just over 30 seconds left to play here in the second period. Sub coming in for Heritage.
J.C. Armour goes into the ball game. They're number 1.
Blake Deputy came out. The second one on the way from Holiday is no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. They'll go ahead the far left side, and it's going to be Schrober and another steal. X Holiday with it, the senior, all by himself to Comfort in the jam. Put an exclamation point on it, a 3-point lead for the Dogs, 23-20, left side. Bell, a 3 on the way to tie it, and it is good from Heritage. Max Owens hits from beyond the arc. Diamond Paisley with it. Far side, 2 on the clock, a long 3. Oh, in and out. Diamond Paisley had a chance to send us to the locker room with the lead, and he almost made it go, but it was in and out, and we will go to halftime all knotted up at 23 apiece. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back to talk about the first half of action, look ahead to the second half, and also preview the big battle for tomorrow as the Bulldogs will be on the road. We'll be back after this 2-minute break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. We are all tied up 23 at the half. We are looking at one of our sister networks that are covering high school sports tonight. Their games have already ended. Central lost tonight, one of their only losses of the season, but they lost to probably the second best team in the region, to the Sonoraville Phoenix. And that game, it's a tough loss for Central, but the Cedartown Bulldogs will face Sonoraville again, I believe next week. If I'm not mistaken, we have to go there, and that is a tough place to go play ball. But here, the Bulldogs are tied 23-all in a, as we mentioned before the broadcast began, a very vital region matchup for the Cedartown Bulldogs basketball team. If they want to keep pace in this region play, they've got to pick up this win, and I think they're in a good position to do that. 23-23, definitely different than the last time we played these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Sonoraville comes in tonight, or excuse me, you were talking about Sonoraville. Got my mind on the Phoenix, but yeah. Heritage came into tonight 4th in the region, Cedartown 5th, so right behind him, Cedartown needing to pick up that region win. A lot of the success of Cedartown tonight has been their defense. We've just played a completely different defensive ball game against these guys tonight. They have not been able to hit from three-point land like they were in the previous game. They have only hit 3 threes, one coming in the first quarter of action and then the other 2 coming in the second period of play. And if you think back to the last time we played, they had 24 points in the first half just off of threes. They would bounce back in the second half and have another 24 points. So already we are limiting some of that scoring success that we saw the last time we played these guys up in Ringgold. Now, one thing that you want to be mindful of as well, though, it's because our defense is playing good. It's not because they're exactly not doing, not shooting the ball that well. It's because our defense is just completely different than the last time these two teams met. Cedartown keeping Heritage offensively out of rhythm. They're limiting those perimeter shots. They're playing a lot closer, tighter defense on the perimeter. So Cedartown doing really well so far as the defensive possessions. Leading scorer, Quinlan Cochran, 9 points. Zane Diamond Paisley with 7. He got the start tonight. X-Holiday with 3, and then DJ Watley and Aston Turner both with 2 points each.
Well, you said it. Cedartown's defense is tightened up. The perimeter shooting has been
for the most part, non-existent. There have been a few threes made, but not nearly as many as were given up against last time. They poured 70 points on us when we played them at Heritage a couple of weeks ago, but a completely different ball game now. They're having a presentation in the middle of the floor to some of the Cedartown Rec basketball players whose season is about to come to an end. We had Cedartown Recreation Director on the Grapevine show with us this week. Always good to have Jeff Holsey on with us, and he was just telling us how successful this year's recreation basketball programs have been with all the participation, and looking forward to the spring sports coming up. And it's always fun to see these kids out there and a chance to get on the high school court where they hope to play one day.
It is, and Coach Green is out there kind of being the MC of this little gathering of these rec kids, and he made the announcement that this summer that both he and Coach Cherry are going to both run camps this summer, and so you will want to stay tuned for that. I'm sure once that information becomes available, we'll be sharing that on the radio and also on our Facebook page, and so you'll want to follow along and make sure that you get your kids signed up for that. But just a growing program and a continuance of building culture. We talked about Coach Abrams and everything that he has done with the football program, and it seems like that Coach Green and Coach Cherry are falling right in that line as well, as wanting to build that culture. But I will say this, and I'm a little bit partial, and that's okay. I'll take the heat if anybody wants to complain about it. But you cannot talk about building a culture with a sports program without mentioning the recreation director and that recreation department and everything that those folks do. You mentioned Jeff Holtzy. It's not just Jeff. It's Andy that's out here taking pictures. It's Casey McGee that works with these folks. I mean, it's a joint effort between the coaching staff here at the high school and the recreation department coming together to work hand in hand to build what we want to see our young people turn into, not just as athletes and not just as sports figures here at the high school, but as people, as citizens. And it is a building block, and it's a foundation that can be laid for these folks to go on to do bigger and better things when they look back and they see the adults that were involved in their life in recreation and in sports, and the folks that cared about them and coached them and worked with them and wanted them to succeed as much on the court and on the field as they did in the classroom and in life in general. They're going to turn into those very same adults and hopefully continue to pour back into this community that we all love and call home.
Well, how important is it? I mean, team sports build character, and that's exactly what we're seeing with this Bulldog team this year. The score at the half, we're all tied up 23-23 here at the Doghouse. Don't forget, tomorrow we play the Rockmart Yellow Jackets on the road. The girls, the varsity girls will play at 3, the varsity boys at 4:30. I, unfortunately, will be out of service for that game, but Sam will have it for you on the radio.
Radio only,
Radio
folks.
only.
Radio only.
So be sure you tune in to
You're going to have to go old school and get your transistor out. Tune it in, get your rabbit ears or your antenna or whatever you need. But I tell you what, we're going to have a good one over at the Rock.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Hope you'll join us for that. This 60-second timeout, and we'll start the second half here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Back after 60.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Ready to start second half of play. 23 all here from the Doghouse Sand Branch alongside Andrew Carter. Joseph Bailey is running the camera for us tonight, and Miss Gail Connor is back at the station working the board. We appreciate you spending your Friday night with us. A good night of high school hoops here at the Doghouse. Cedartown will have it to start the second half of play. 23-23. Ex-Holiday with it. Off the inbounds. He's going to come top of the key. Right side is going to be Gwendolyn Confer, the big man for the Dogs. Hand it back off to Holiday. Holiday's going to drive. Kicks back out through the perimeter now. We'll go over to the left side to Turner. Turner's going to go to Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley will go to Confer. Gwendolyn Confer. Thought about pulling it up. Now he's just going to put it on the floor, drives, but it's knocked away and it's picked up. But then Cedartown tried to knock it away again, and they get a foul called on the Dogs. It'll be on Cochran.
Yeah, there was some contact there as Cochran picks up his second foul. I have to agree with the official on that call.
A lot of contact there. Inbounds pass will go to number 4, Lennon Barrett. Barrett will bring it across the timeline over to the left side. It's going to be Bell. Bell with it on the wing now into the corner. They'll go back to Bell. Bell top of the key. We're giving him a lot of space there, but they will go into the lane to number 15, Deputy, and they get that one to fall, and Heritage has the lead 25-23.
Yeah, free throw from the stripe right there, just about.
X with it at midcourt, brings it across the timeline at the Bulldog logo. Going to work off a high ball screen from Cochran. He's going to roll to his right. Now they'll go to Diamond Paisley. He's going to fire a three from straight away, and it is no good. And the rebound was taken by Heritage. Over to the right side, or excuse me, left side, near side. It's going to be Bell. Bell will now work back to the right, and they'll go to J.C. Armour on the wing. Barrett now coming from the corner. Lennon Barrett with it on the outside perimeter. Will dish it over to the right side into Bell. Back to Barrett. Now the left side to Armour. Armour on the left wing, near side. Going to give it up to Deputy. Deputy, again, kind of hanging out right at the elbow. Now they go down to the baseline. It's going to be Bell. Now they're going to work it down to Armour. Armour, he's on the baseline, and the travel called and a turnover.
It's just some good Cedartown defense right there.
The Bulldog defense holds, and we get it back. Under 6.5 minutes left to play here in the third. Cedartown trails by 2, 25-23. Ex-Holiday working off a high ball screen set by Turner. He's going to drive off the glass, no good. And the rebound was taken by Heritage. On the other end, quickly, it's Armour in and out. Shot no good. Rebound taken by Cochran, the big man. Into the perimeter, a long two. It is no good, but he draws the foul, and he will go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, it'll be Blake Deputy, number 15, who's right in front of him, drawing the contact. His third foul, and the junior Quinlan Cochran to the strike to try to tie this game. 25-23 the score. First one is good. Deputy will go out of the ball game, and Caden Lyra, number 55, the highest number you can have in basketball, will be it.
Cochran's second free throw attempt is up, and it is in and out, no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. It will be Cooper Bell across the timeline near side. He's going to work over to the right side into Max Owens. Owens will give it up to Lennon Barrett. Barrett on the wing. They will go to Lowry now. Back to Barrett. And we've got a stoppage in play. It'll be a timeout, I believe, on Heritage. And it will. Heritage will take a timeout. We'll take it with them back after this 30-second break here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
A almost steal by Ex-Holiday off the inbounds pass, but Heritage gets it back. It'll be J.C. Armour called for the travel and the turnover, and the Dogs will get it back down by 1. 25-24, 5:43 left to play here in the third. Out of the timeout, that's the exact opposite of what Heritage wanted to accomplish.
But exactly what Cedartown wanted to do.
Exactly. Turner will go to Cochran. Cochran, the big man, backs it down, and the shot is up and good. And a chance at a three-point play.
Cedartown back on top with that, too, from the big man, and he will go to the strike to try to make it a 2-point lead.
The foul will be on number 4, Lennon Barrett. That'll be his second. 26-25. The and one on the way from Cothran. It is hit off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Heritage. Far side now, near side. It'll be Barrett now into the corner. A three is on the way, and it is good from number 20, Cooper Bell. That is really the first time that Bell has been open enough to take a three. And with that, Heritage goes back on top, 28-26.
Got to plug the perimeter like that. They can get hot.
Turnover. Cedartown gives it up. It'll be Lowry for the Generals. He's going to drive coast to coast. High off the glass. No good. Draws the foul, though, and he will go to the stripe to shoot two. We'll wait for the call.
It's going to be on DJ Watley. And DJ will pick up his second foul. As we mentioned before, not a ton of fouls. Cedartown's only committed 5 fouls as a team the whole game.
I will also say, despite Bell hitting that three-point from the corner, you know, Andrew, I feel like that's been one of the very, very few times that they have had that much space and been that wide open for a three. So again, Cedartown doing a good job as Lowry hits on the first free throw to extend the lead out to three. 29-26, second one on the way. And it is a 4-point game now as Lowry connects on both. X working out of the full court press, gets around a double team, drives, gives it up to Diamond Paisley, loses it off of his fingertips, picked up by Bell. Bell goes ahead to Owens. He traveled, but nothing called. Now he's going to fire a three, and he makes it. And that is exactly why you can't let those types of calls go uncalled, because they turn it into a three-point play. A turnover, not called, 3 points on the board. Watley with it, working through the double team.
A foul that wasn't called.
Takes it coast to coast. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Heritage. On the other end, it's number 1, J.C. Armour, and the shot is up, and it is good.
Timeout called by Cedartown. They've gone on a run. They lead by 9. We'll take this 30-second break here on the Big Double A.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
4 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Heritage has gone on a run, aided by a couple of no calls and a three-pointer that's has really pushed them ahead. The Bulldogs now trail by 9, 35-26. Bulldogs need an answer here, and a good timeout there called by Coach Cherry to try to reset his guys and get back on that roll we were in the first half.
It'll be your starting 5 back on the floor. Watley, Holiday, Cothran, Ashton Turner, and Zane Diamond Paisley. That's what we've seen the vast majority of this game. Cedartown trying to stay back in this one. They will get it to Cothran. Cothran across the timeline, top key. Now he's going to drive. Does a little dribble into the paint, but it's stolen. And on the other end, J.C. Armour gets that one to go, and it is 37-26, an 11-point lead now for the Generals.
Turnovers killing us right now.
Watley to Cothran, and another steal, and then he's out of bounds. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you what, though, should have been a foul, too, because their arms got tangled up. No call was made.
Bounce pass will go to Holiday in the backcourt. X will bring it into the Cedartown front court across the timeline. Working right at the Bulldog logo. Going to try to work off of a screen set by Cothran. They'll give it back to Cothran now in the corner. The big man has to go back to X. X on the wing. Going to try to work around a defender. Now he's just going to drive it, and it's knocked away. A lot of ball on that one, but they will get a foul called on number 20, Cooper Bell, I believe.
I think they're going to get
number 1,
J.C. Armour.
They did, and that's his second.
Got to get these free throws. Dogs got to catch back up, down by double digits now.
Next from the stripe, the first one is up. It is off the back of the iron, no good.
Free throw shooting has not been our forte tonight. Almost caught a shoe.
Well, almost caught a shoe. I didn't realize I'd worn my George Bush costume. Second one on the way, and it is in and out, no good. But the rebound is taken by Quinlan Cothran. And the putback is up and no good, but Cochran draws the foul.
They're going to get number 11 this time on the foul. That'll be Max Owens, the senior for Heritage. That'll be his second foul. 4 team fouls on Heritage here, 3:42 to play in the third. Still an 11-point lead by the Generals.
Cochran to the free throw line. The first one is up, and it is no good.
Free throws are just not falling for the Bulldogs tonight.
Cochran now 2 of 7 from the stripe. That is not going to win you ball games.
Blake Dibity is going to check back into the game as Lennon Barrett will take a seat.
Second one on the way, and it is good. So back to a 10-point game, 37-27. Dogs trail. Cooper Bell with it near side. He's going to go ahead to Lowry. Lowry on the wing. He'll go all the way to the other side of the court into Armour, and a steal by Holiday. Holiday one-on-one off the window, and it's good. Holiday with the lay-in, 37-29. Lowry with it now. Near side, he's going to work to the wing. Thought about a pull-up three. Now he'll go back outside. They'll go to Bell. Now back to Lowry. Lowry working off the corner, drives into the baseline, and a turnover. The travel, the Texas two-step. Cedartown basketball.
Maybe the turnovers, Sam, is just what we needed to ignite this offense here, who has really been sputtering in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Watley with it, far side, gets it across the timeline. Now they'll go to X back to the near side. X is going to work off of the wing on the right side. He drives, goes back outside to Turner. The shot is up, and it is no good. And Turner somehow got that one back. A three on the way from Diamond Paisley, and it's good from the corner. A 5-point game, 37-32. Dogs trail, but a big swing in momentum so far for the Dogs. It'll be Deputy with it right at the free throw line. Goes outside to Bell. Bell is going to drive, picks up his dribble, runs into a defender, and it's going to be a foul on Cedartown.
It'll be DJ Watley. That'll be, I believe, his third.
It'll be on the floor, though, so no shooting. Inbounds pass will go to Bell. Bell thought about a long three. He'll go to the left side now. They'll work it into the lane to Deputy, over to the right side. Back to Bell. Bell back to Deputy, top of the key. They're going to work it into the lane to Frober. Frober almost loses it. Puts it on the floor, tries to cut it underneath to Lowry, and it's knocked away, and Ashton Turner picks up the loose ball.
Wow, great defense by the Bulldogs there. Almost had 3 turnovers in that possession.
They will go to Cochran. Cochran off the baseline, off the glass, and it's good. The big man makes it go, and it's a 3-point game, 37-34. Frober ran into X Holiday, was able to dribble out of trouble there. Over to the right side now is Bell. Bell's going to drive, and they get him for the turnover. The travel, the apple turnover with ice cream. Ice cream a la mode, or apple pie a la mode, baby. I love it. The Dogs are going to get it back. 1:54 here in the third.
Somebody bring this man a slice of pie.
Peach, apple, cherry, whatever you got. I'm not picky. X Holiday across the timeline with it. He's going to bring it up the near side. Gets the call in from Coach Cherry. Speaking of Cherry. Watley to Holiday. Pulls a long three. X Holiday. He hit that one from west side.
Dogs were down by 11, and they've come back to tie it. An 11-0 run for the Bulldogs so far.
37 all. Lowry commits the turnover. The travel. He learned how to dribble on Travelocity. Dogs get it back. Just under a minute and a quarter left. 37 all, third period of play. Friday night high school hoops. This has been a good one, folks. If your neighbor's not listening, you better call them and tell them to turn it on. X with it, top of the key. He's going to go to Diamond Paisley. Paisley's going to work to his left. Now has to come back to the right. They'll give it up to Cochran, the big man. The power forward, the junior drives the lane, and it's good! Quinley Cochran puts the Dogs on top by 2, a 13-0 run. It is 39-37. Dogs lead. Lowry, top of the key for the Generals. Over to the right side to Armour. Armour gets it to Lennon Barrett. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Cochran. X Holiday with it.
Wow.
Right at midcourt.
Just 2 minutes ago, the Dogs are down by 11. Now they're up by 2. Incredible.
X is trying to work off the high ball screen set by Cothran. He's going to drive the baseline, kick over to Cothran. Cothran thought about the three, pulls it down, steps in a long two, and it's good. Quinlan Cothran makes it a 15-0 run, 41-37. My goodness. Lowry, right side. They'll go to Frober. Frober back to Lowry, top of the key. They'll work it to Lennon Barrett, back to Frober. They feed it. He drives the baseline. The shot is up, and it is good. And Frober gets that one to go, but not before the Bulldogs went on a 15-0 run to end the third period. We will go to the fourth with a 2-point lead, 41-39. Back after this 60-second break here on the Big AA.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
41-39, Dogs lead by 2. They would go on a 15-2 run to close out the third period of play after being down by 11. Heritage with it to start the fourth period of play. Owens with it, will go inside. They'll go to J.C. Armour. He's on the baseline. He's got to kick it back outside to Barrett. Barrett will go to Owens. Owens is going to swing it to the left side to Frober. Frober's going to drive. The shot is up, and it is no good. DJ Watley takes the rebound. Watley will give it up to Holiday. X will go to Turner. Turner on the wing. Now they'll go back to X Holiday. They'll go to DJ to the left side to Zane Diamond Paisley on the wing. Paisley's going to drive the baseline. The floater is up, and it is no good. And the rebound is taken by Heritage. On the other end, it's going to be, it looked like they wanted a three-pointer. They had to pull it down, and they lost it. He was going to drive the paint, loses it. DJ Watley picks it up. X Holiday with it now near side. Holiday works back to the middle of the floor. Going to work off of that ball screen off the high post from Cothran. Now he has to come back outside, bounces it up to the wing. Now he's going to drive the paint, and it's knocked away. But Turner is there to pick it up. Gives it to Cothran. The three, it's no good. The big man just missing off the front of the iron. Rebound taken by Heritage. It'll be the Generals on the right side. J.C. Armour's going to step into a three, no good. Rebound taken by DJ Watley. Rebounding and defense have been what has kept Cedartown into this ball game. And then a late offensive run. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Six minutes, 36 seconds to play in the ball game. Cedartown leads at 41-39. An incredible last few minutes for the Cedartown Bulldogs, who finished that third period 15-2. And now lead 41-39. And a good timeout there by Coach Cherry again for the Bulldogs. And he's talking to his big man, Quinlan Cothran. Now I remember talking to Coach Cherry before the season started. That was the guy he was excited about all these Bulldogs, but he was really excited for the potential he saw in Quinlan Cothran. And we have seen him grow so much this year.
X with it across the timeline off of the inbounds pass. Right at the Bulldog logo, he's going to work to the right side to Zane Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley's going to pick it up and give to Watley. Watley's going to drive the paint. Now the left side to Ashton Turner. Turner cuts on the baseline, and he goes up for a shot, and he is fouled and then goes hard on his back.
Yes, he is.
He went over the back of Caden Height, who was laying on the floor.
Yep, that is who it's on, Height.
So Turner will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one on the way from Turner. It is good.
One thing I've noticed, we've pretty much had the same guys in this whole ball game. There haven't been any substitutions.
Second one on the way from Turner. That one's off the side of the rim. No good. But Cothran, he tracked down the rebound, but then he was out of bounds with it.
Coach Cherry is asking for an appeal on that call, but there was no other official that had a better eye on that. I can understand his frustration on that out-of-bounds call. His feet were very close.
They'll go to the lane. Now they'll pass it back outside to the corner. A 3 on the way, no good. J.C. Armour was going after the rebound, but it's picked up by Diamond Paisley. He's going to try to dribble out of traffic. Needs help, and he'll give it up to Holiday. Wow, X with it now.
Rebounding for the Bulldogs has been incredible.
Absolutely phenomenal tonight on the rebounding. On both sides, offensive and defensive. X Holiday with it. Right at midcourt, going to work to the left side now, off of the wing. X will try to work around Frober. He has to give it up to Ashton Turner. Turner goes to Diamond Paisley on the near side. Now they'll go back to Turner to his left. His left again will go to Holiday. He tried to drive. Needs some help. Has picked up his dribble. He'll give it up to DJ Watley. 3 on the shot clock. 2. Got to get it off, and Watley does. And he draws the foul and will go to the free throw line.
Right on the buzzer, too. Great job by DJ Watley. Foul called on number 21, Andrew Frober. His first foul. Second team foul on the Heritage Generals here in this period in the fourth.
And what about the senior leadership of DJ Watley to be aware of the shot clock and just get something off and draw the contact in the foul? First free throw attempt is up and no good from Watley. So it stays 42-39. Dogs on top with just under 5.5 left to play. Watley comes set. First trip to the stripe tonight for the senior. Second one is on the way, and that one is good. So he goes 1 for 1, or 1 and 1, 1 for 2, I guess you would say. And it is 43-39. Cedartown into a full court press, but they will break it. Lennon Barrett with it over to the left side. They'll give it up to Bell. Bell will go now to the corner into Owens. Back to Bell. Over to the right side now is Barrett. Barrett dishes underneath to J.C. Armour. He's in the paint, goes back outside to Height. Top of the key, 3 on the way, and it is good. And that's exactly how bad Heritage can hurt you, is just like that. It's a 1-point game again from Lennon Barrett.
Still a ton of time left in this ball game, 4:55.
Holiday at the Bulldog logo. We'll go to Quinlan Cochran. Cochran with it's going to work to the right side. He's going to drive, uses his body, and just has it stolen by Bell. Bell picked his pocket. Bell across the timeline. Right side, they'll go to Owens. Owens steps into a 3, and we've got a foul called.
Yeah, this was away from the play. It was not a shoot. It was a defensive foul away from the ball. We'll check. It's going to be a foul on...
I think it's going to be Ashton Turner.
I think so. That's the first team foul.
That's who I'm going to give it to. Inbounds will go to Bell. Bell in the front court for the Generals.
It's a good thing, because if it was on the shooter, it would have been 3 from the free throw line.
Left side now. They're into the corner. They'll work it back out to Height. Height will go to the right side to Bell. Bell now on the wing. Just to the right of the top of the key. Now he's going to try to drive. Runs into a defender, has to kick out. A wide open 3 on the way, and it is no good. And Ashton Turner comes away with the rebound. Ashton Turner has been working all night long down low in that post on the rebounding position. X drives, and it's good. Basket good. Count it, baby. X Holiday, a chance at a 3-point play and to put the Dogs up by 4. It's a 3-point lead right now, 45-42. I think they got number 0 Height.
They did.
Free throw attempt is up, and it is good from X Holiday. A 4-point lead, 46-42 for the Dogs. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play. The clock was really late starting. J.C. Armour with it, kicks out to Bell, and Bell's going to be called for the turnover, the travel, baby. He packed his bags. Bought a plane ticket and everything. Under 4 minutes to go, 46-42. Ex-Holiday with it. Across the timeline. Right at the Bulldog logo. He's going to go to the left side to Turner. Ashton Turner with it. Working off the wing. Gives it to Zane Diamond Paisley. Top of the key. Diamond Paisley goes back to Turner. Turner back to Diamond Paisley. He'll back it up and he'll go to Watley. Watley wants to go to the right side to Cochran. Now back to Watley. Watley's going to drive the baseline. Has to do something with it. Puts it back on the floor, knocked away, and Heritage comes away with it. A turnover.
I'm telling you, that was all kinds of, they're going to get DJ on that push, and that was the right call there.
Yeah, and that's going to be his fourth. Cedartown playing without their freshman in Davion Smith.
And we may end up having to
we may have to go to the
somebody
bench.
out here.
I think he's going to let him ride. 3 on the way from the Generals, in and out, no good. And Watley comes away with the rebound. I think I'm going to ride that DJ Watley horse all the way to the finish line, or as close as he can get me to.
You better believe it.
He has been phenomenal tonight for the Dogs. Watley, only 3 points, but he's had 10 rebounds. Ex-Holiday with it, drives the paint, the floater, and good! Count it! Ex-Holiday draws the foul, the hoop is good. He'll go to the free throw line with a chance to make it another three-point play.
Senior leader right there, Xavier Holiday, DJ Watley. Those guys out there have been through thick and thin on this team.
A whole lot of thin.
A whole lot of thin, especially last season. But let me tell you what, he's given his guys every opportunity to win this game.
48-42, a 6-point lead for the Dogs. We'll try to make it 7. Holiday's and one is good, and it is a 7-point lead, 49-42. But you know how dangerous this Heritage team is and how quickly they can turn it around if we give them just a little bit of room to breathe. Over to the right side, it'll be J.C. Armour. He's going to work it back to Lowry. Lowry top of the key. Still plenty of time in this one. Something could go wonky quick, and a 3 just like that is made. And it's back to a 4-point game, 49-44.
We're lucky it wasn't a 3-and-1. There was some contact after the shot.
Ex-Holiday with it across the timeline into the front court for the Dogs. Coming up on 2.5 minutes left to play. X will work it back to the Bulldog logo. And they get him for the travel, and he did. It was a barely one, but it was just enough.
Oh, buddy.
The student section coming alive. I think there was a little bit of taunting there between Lowry and Holiday. And you're not going to mess with any of the O'Neills, folks. She was ready to go. Left side, a 3 on the way from Deputy. No good. Rebound taken by Quinlan Cochran. Cochran will give it to Holiday. I want to slow everything down just about as slow as we can get it right now.
Well, these guys know how big this game is. Cedartown has got to get this win to stay in contention here.
DJ Watley with it on the wing. He'll give it up to Quinlan Cochran. Cochran wanted to give it back to Watley. Now he's going to have to give it to Holiday. Holiday top the key and a foul.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of contact there between Lennon Barrett and Ex-Holiday, and Barrett gets called for the foul. That's his third,
and
Andrew.
that's 5 team fouls, so it's free throws at the line for Ex-Holiday. He was a little cold to start the ball game, but he's been pretty good of late from the stripe. We'll see if he can extend this lead to 5.
First one on the way from X. Oh, it hit off the front of the iron, did not get the shooter's bounce, and it goes out. Chance to make it a 5-point lead if X can connect on this one. We'll break half 100 with this one, and it is good. 50-45 your score. Dogs up by 5. Minute 45 left. High school hoops here at the Doghouse. It's a good one. Lowry over to the right side to J.C. Armour. Armour goes to Barrett. Barrett's going to go back to Armour. Armour's going to pull the 3, and it's no good. Rebound taken by Watley.
Slow it down. That's what they'll do. Here comes X.
90 seconds to play. Holiday brings it across the timeline. Right at the Bulldog logo to Cochran. The big man, the junior power forward. He's going to put it on the floor and drive. 360 spin. It's up. It's no good. And the rebound was taken by the Generals. It'll be Barrett. Barrett will go to Height. Height on the left side, working off the wing. Now he'll go to the right side. A three on the way, no good. Rebound taken by X.
Hold it down. Oh, and there's a foul there called on them. It'll be number 55, Caden Lowry with a foul. And that's going to send X Holiday to the free throw line. That's what they want, though. They want to
tell you.
They want to get a turn. They want to get the ball back.
I love it. I love it. The student section loves it. They're coming alive at the doghouse. X will go to the free throw line again. First one is on the way. No good, off the front of the iron.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic there from Holiday.
Subs coming in for Heritage.
Max Owens is going to come into the game. He'll relieve J.C. Armour. 1 minute to go.
X at the stripe. The second one is on the way, and that one is good.
And we have timeout called by Cedartown. 60 seconds to play. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Dogs lead at 51-45.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Ladies and gentlemen, you want excitement. That's what this ball game's been. 1 minute to go. Cedartown leads 51-45. An incredible run by the Bulldogs toward the end of the third and into the fourth period. And they've continued that on here late in the game. 51-45, 6-point game of full, 2 possessions. The Dogs have got to play smart here.
I tell you how good this one is. Philip Gamage was standing up during the timeout. That should tell you, 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound taken by Ashton Turner, and he is fouled immediately.
It's a huge rebound. Going to send us to the free throw line again to shoot 2. And every time we shoot more free throws, and all those we get, it makes it that harder for them to come back.
Ashton Turner will go to the stripe for the Dogs. Turner is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 3 points on the night, 6 rebounds. And he's played every minute of this one. So has DJ Watley, Quinlan Cothran, Zane Diamond Paisley, and X Holiday.
All 5
we have not had a single sub. First one on the way from Turner, no good. Aston now 1 of 3 from the stripe. Trying to keep it at 50%, go 2 or 4 right here. Turner's is up, that one looks good, and it is good. 52-45. Inbounds will go to Barrett. Barrett, no fouls for the Dogs. Left side, a 3 is on the way from Heritage. It is up, and it is no good. And another rebound taken by Turner. Turner gives it to Holiday, and they'll foul X in the backcourt, and they'll send X back to the free throw line. And I believe, if my math is correct, Andrew, that is number 5 for number 4. He'll take advantage of the early checkout policy.
That is precisely what the official said. So Lennon Barrett will have to bear it on the sidelines.
Oh. I love it. I love it. First one on the way from X. I love that even more. 53-45.
It's a holly jolly holiday.
Did it? Look, we said at the beginning of this game that the Dogs really had a chance against this squad. He misses that one. Heritage comes away with the rebound. Lowry on the other end. He's going to fire a 3. It's going to be long. The rebound is going to be taken by DJ Watley, and he's going to be fouled almost immediately.
This is pretty much it, y'all. So it's 31 seconds to play. Dogs lead 53-45. It's an 8-point lead. 3 possessions.
But look, don't go anywhere just because this one's almost over. But stay with us. Stay with us.
DJ Watley, the senior, with a chance to all but ice this ball game and give Cedartown their second region win and a humongous win here at home.
Watley will come set at the free throw line. Takes a couple of warm-up dribbles. The shot is on the way. No good. A little hard. Strong off the back of the iron. Rattled around. It came out.
Lowry goes out of the ball game as Cooper Bell is going to check back in. They're trying to get their 3-point shooters in.
3 dribbles from DJ. Free throw on the way. Drained it.
9-point lead.
54-45. Inbounds pass goes to Frober. Frober brings it across half court. He'll stop at the top of the key, loses it for a moment. They give it to Deputy. He fires a three. It is no good. And it is out of bounds, and it will be Cedartown basketball.
21 seconds to play. Shot clock is off.
Now they're going to probably foul as soon as it goes into X.
He gets past the coverage. X gives. There's the jam! Oh, goodness. That's okay, though.
Heritage drives. That shot is up and no good. Rebound taken by Diamond Paisley.
That's your ball game, folks.
And that'll do it. That will do it. The Cedartown Bulldogs pick up their second region win of the season as they knock off the Heritage Generals here at the Doghouse by a final score 54-45. We will take a 60-second break and come back and wrap this one up. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Thank you so much for staying with us all night long. It's 10:01. It's past our bedtime.
All night long, all night.
Thank you, Lionel. Appreciate
all
that.
All night. You're welcome.
Yeah, 54-45, the final score. The Bulldogs pick up a vital region win and close out the Friday night matchups here at home for this season with a great win. Sam, this team scored 70 points on us the last time we played. And Cedartown took care of business. Defense was great. Scoring was timely. And it was just a great effort all around by the Bulldogs basketball team tonight.
It was. I think what really is the keys to take away from this game is how well Cedartown played defense. We limited their perimeter shooting abilities by playing tough, tight defense on the perimeter. We also kept them out of sequence and a little off balance. And that, will lead to a team missing some shots that they're typically comfortable taking. So a good defensive stand for the Dogs. Also really good rebounding effort for Cedartown. We had two different Dogs that were in double figures when it comes to rebounding, and Quinlan Cawthorn and DJ Watley both finished tonight with 12 rebounds. Let's talk about scoring briefly, though. Quinlan Cawthorn, a double-double on the night. He had 19 points to go along with those 12 rebounds. Holiday, 17 on the night. Zane Diamond Paisley, 10 points on the night. Three Dogs in double figures scoring-wise. DJ Watley and Aston Turner both finished tonight with 4 points, but I tell you what, those were 4 big points from those guys tonight. A total team effort. These Dogs played every single second of this game. No subs came in for Cedartown. The starting five played the whole game. Finished at the end, and what a way to finish Friday night basketball here at home at the Doghouse with a big region win, 54-45.
Well, it's like, Coach Cherry knew and the team knew this was a vital win for the Bulldogs to get, and they were able to pull it off here at home. The score, again, 54-45. Mirror images of each other, by the way, if you're looking on the screen. But, hey, folks, don't forget tomorrow, Sam Branch will have the last matchup of the season for the Cedartown cross-county rival with the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Tip-off will start at 3 p.m. from the Rock, Cedartown Lady Dogs and the Rockmart Lady Jackets. Radio only, 1340, 106.1 FM, and streaming on our TuneIn Radio app and WGAARadio.com. And at 4:30 p.m., the Bulldogs will try to sweep the Jackets this season after that dramatic win here at home, which snapped a pretty long win streak for Rockmart basketball over Cedartown. So We'll have to do it at their place, and that is a rowdy, rowdy place, let me tell you. But it should be a lot of fun. Hope you'll join us for that. For my broadcast partner, Sam Branch, for Gail Connor back at the radio station, of course, our camera operator tonight who has done a great job, Joseph Bailey. I'm Andrew Carter, wishing you good night and God bless here from the Doghouse. Your final score, Cedartown Bulldogs 54 and the Heritage Generals 45. Good night, everybody.
W291 TN Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big Double A.